Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad, Alexa in Allahabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of Intermediate Second Year Maths E. We started our discussion with our chapter Binomial Theorem. What did we learn? We had a basic introduction about how do we expand a binomial expression, right? We also learned the x power minus 7 term and also other things also, in which we did finding the number of terms for a binomial and a trinomial expressions, right? With the continuation of that, let us find the independent term of this particular term. What do you mean by the independent term? Which means it is a constant term. A constant term is a term in which the power of a variable should be 0, right? Just we'll find the general term and we'll make the power of x as 0. Then we'll get the value of r, again substituting in it. Is it not easy? Fine. Shall we do now? See here. Now, what is x? Capital X is 4x cube. Capital Y is 7 by x square. N is 14. Now, what is the general term formula? TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x power n minus r into r, I mean a power r, right? What will be our next step? We have to write all x terms together. 14 cr 4 power 14 minus r x power 14 3s is 42 minus 3r into 7 power r into x power minus 2r. Is it fine? Good. Then the left is 14 cr 4 power 14 minus r 7 power r into x power 42 minus 3r minus 2r is nothing but minus 5r. Is it clear? Nice. So with this continuation we will find the independent term. When do we get an independent term? In order to find constant or an independent term, make power of x as 0. Is it right? What is the power of x here? 42 minus 5r is equal to 0. Is it right? Check it properly. Everything. Once again see here. 14 cr x power n minus r, right, into a power r, and the next 3 into 14, okay, 14 3s is 42 minus 3r, and here it is minus 2r. So we will get it as like this. Then now we have to equate it to 0. Now just see here, 5r is equal to 42. What is the value of r? 42 by 5. So what does this mean? Check again. We didn't do any kind of mistake here, right? Then the r itself is not an integer. So there is no chance of getting constant term for this expansion, right? So r is not an integer. So it doesn't have a constant term. Finally, therefore, the independent term is 0. Is it right? So you have to have this kind of ideology also. So if we have this kind of number, or else other than this, if we had an integer, then we used to take this and substitute it here. We will get the coefficient of a constant number, that is nothing but a simple independent term. Is it right? Shall we go to the next problem? Let's do. Look at the next question here. He is asking us to find the middle term of this expansion. So how do we do this? First thing, let me tell you, if I have 3 terms, so which will be my middle value? Second, right? And one more thing, 3 terms in the sense the degree is 2, I mean the power is 2, then we'll have 3 terms. Then the second will be my midterm. right? So have that idea. Here, if the power n is even, then I'll have the middle term as Tn plus 2 by 2. Okay, next. If n is odd, then we can have two terms, that is Tn plus 1 by 2 and Tn plus 3 by 2 terms as middle terms. Is it okay? Now let us check this. The question is given as 3x by 7 minus 2y whole part 10. Is 10 even or odd? It is an even number. So my general term or my middle term will be Tn plus 2 by 2. Is it? First, let me write what is x, 3x by 7. What is a, minus 2y. What is n, 10. Is it okay? Then since n is even, the middle term will be T n plus 2 by 2, that is nothing but T 10 plus 2 by 2, that is T 12 by 2, which is T 6. Is it right? To find the T 6, what could be the value of R? We will take R as 5. Yes, now let us substitute the value now. T6 is equal to T5 plus 1, which is NCR x power n minus R into a power R. Done? That's it. Now let us simplify this. 10 factorial by 5 factorial into 5 factorial into 3x by 7 into 10 minus 5 is 5 minus 2y power 5. 10 is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 factorial by 5 factorial into 5 factorial. These both will get cancelled. Let me write one more 5 factorial as 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let me cancel this. 5, 4, 3, 2 into here 3 power 5, x power 5, 7 power 5 into minus power 5 is again minus 2 power 5, y power 5. Then check if something can be cancelled here. 5 factorial got cancelled, 5 ones are 5 twos are is 10. Done. And here 3 ones are 3 threes are. Next 4 ones are 4 twos are. So what is left now? We can cancel this 1 7 and 1 7 here. We will be left with 3 power, let me write this 6 as 3 into 2. Okay, then how many numbers we have? 3 power 5, 6 and 7. 3 power 7 minus in front, and next 2 power 5, 6, 7. 2 power 7 by 7 power 4 x y whole power 5. This will be my middle term of this particular expansion. Is it clear? Don't forget this negative term here, and don't just write whichever term you want. If it is even, this will be my middle term. If it is odd, these will be my middle terms. Is it clear? Is it okay? If n is odd, obviously it will have an even number of terms. Let us say 3, power n is 3. Then it will have 4 terms. Obviously the middle two numbers will be my mid values. Is it clear? You got an idea here. Fine. Shall we move on to the next problem? Let's do. The next thing we are going to discuss now is numerically greatest term. For example, let us say we have n or n plus 1 terms. So, which could be the greatest term among them? Numerically, in the sense, for some fixed value of x and y if they give. So, which could be the greatest number? So, in order to find that, we have this kind of formula. That is, if this particular value n plus 1 into mod x by mod x plus 1 is equal to fixed integer. If it is an integer, then we can have two numerically greatest terms, that is Tp and Tp plus 1. right? If it is not an integer, let us say it has some kind of fractional value with it, then it can have only tp plus 1 as a single number. Okay, so by using that technique, let me find the numerically greatest term in this expansion when x and y are given. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to find that n plus 1 mod x by mod x plus 1, where x should be in the form of this 1 plus x. So what do this mean? We have to take this 3x plus 3x as common, then we will get into 1 plus 5y by 3x whole power 12. Now what is x here? 5y by 3x. What is n? 12. Right? Now what is the value of mod x now? Mod x is modulus of 5y by 3x, that is nothing but mod of 5. What is the value of y? 4 by 3. What is x? 1 by 2. Now let us simplify this value. Right? What do we get? 5 4s are 20 by 3 into 3 by 2. Is it right? 5 4s are 20 by 3, there is already one more 3, so this will go there. This will be like 40 by 9. This is mod x ka value. Now let us substitute this in this formula. So what do we get? N plus 1 mod x by mod x plus 1 is nothing but, what is n? 12. 12 plus 1 into 40 by 9 by 40 by 9 plus 1, that is 12 plus 1 is 13 into 40 by 9 divided by 49 by 9. Is it right? Now just see here, 13 into 40 by 49. So how much do we get? 40 into 13, it is somewhere around above 400 and also. Here it is 49. So obviously you will get some kind of 10 point something. Let us equate it to 11. Okay, since it is a non-integer value, we can directly equate it to 11. And now tell me, what will be my term? It will be only T12. Okay, T12 is nothing but T11 plus 1, that is nothing but n. What is n here? 12. Okay, however it is a constant term at last. Fine, let's see what happens. 12 CR x, there is no x, let me put it 1 power something into y, 5y by 3x whole power r. What is r? 11. If you want to simplify also, it's yavish. What is 12 C 11? 12 factorial by 11 factorial into 1 factorial into 5 power 11 into y. What is y? 4 by 3. 4 power 11 by 3 power 11 into 3 power 11 into what is x? X is 1 by 2 into 2 power 11. Now 12 factorial is nothing but 12 into 11 factorial. These both will get cancelled. Here if we observe, can we cancel something? Obviously no. 5 4s are 20. 22 is 40 by 9 whole power 11 into 12. This will be my answer, which is nothing but 12th term, which is numerically greatest term. Is it fine? Did you understand? Shall we move on to the next problem? Let's do. Look at the next question here. He is telling that the coefficient of 2r plus 4th term and 3r plus 4th term in this expansion are equal. Then he is asking us to find the value of r. So how do we find? First let us find the coefficient of these terms, right? Then what is a general term for that expression? 1 plus 20 x whole power 21 का general expression is NCR x power r. isn't it? Fine. So for these terms, this is like t 2r plus fourth term. So I will write it as t 2r plus 1, sorry, plus 3 plus 1. What is r here? 2r plus 3. That is nothing but 21c 2r plus 3 into x power 2r plus 3. Is it okay? Next. T 3r plus fourth term, that is t 3r plus 3 plus 1. This is nothing but 21c 3r plus 3 into x power 3r plus 3. Right? What are they telling? They are telling that the coefficients are equal. So, can we equate these both? So, obviously we can write 21c 2r plus 3 is equal to 21c 3r plus 3. Either we equate these both, or else we can equate NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Right? Now let me equate these both. What do we get? 2r plus 3 is equal to 3r plus 3. So 3r minus 2r is equal to 3 minus 3. Obviously the value of r is 0. Done. That is one case. What will be other case? NCR is equal to NC n minus r. How much is it? 21 minus 3 will be 18 minus 3r. Now we can equate these both. 2r plus 3 is equal to 18 minus 3r. This side, this will be that side. 2r plus 3r is equal to 18 minus 3. 5r is equal to 15. R is equal to 15 by 5. R is equal to 3. Is it clear? Is it not simple to solve? Fine. This is also one of the major questions which you can solve. Clear? Shall we move on to the next problem? Let's do. The next question we are going to deal is, he is telling that way to CR is the largest binomial coefficient in this particular term. Then he is asking us to find 13 CR. What is this largest binomial coefficient? Based on mostly the middle term will be the largest binomial coefficient. Yes or no? Fine. So this will be like not only middle, it can be of last number also, but based on the number of terms it is. Okay. For n even, the largest binomial coefficient is NCn by 2. Is it okay? So for the same question, what is n? 22. So what is largest binomial coefficient here? 22 C11. Is it right? But what did he give? 22 CR. So given we got it as 22 C11. So what is the value of R now? 11. Right? That is one case. If you want to transfer this also, there is one more thing. 22 C11 is equal to 22C, 22 minus R. Even if you do that also, you will get the same 11 value. Right? Fine. Next, he is asking us to find the value of 13CR. To find the value of 13CR, we will write 13C11, that is equal to 13 factorial by 13 minus 11 is 2 factorial into 11 factorial, that is 13 into 12 into 11 factorial by 2 into 1 into 11 factorial. These both will get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 6s are. The answer is 13 into 6, which is 78. Is it right? Is it not simple and easy? If it is an even power, we'll have one more formula for LBC. It's kind of a bit simple. Okay, what all we learned in this session? We learned numerical greatest term, largest binomial coefficients, constant terms. Yes, and we equated all the coefficients of two different terms to find the values of R and all those. Clear? Fine. Till now what all we did are all simple and basic questions. From the next session we'll start a kind of long answer question. We'll not have this numbers. Directly we'll go into alphabetical things. Okay. So it will be some kind of interesting and tough to solve. Clear? Fine. This is for today. Let us meet in the next session with the more problems of binomial theorem. Thank you.